So I'm gonna restart the live. This might be a shorter one just because everything just kind of crashed down. So hopefully everyone joins me that was here. I'll restart in a moment once things start coming back on. The retrograde is wild. Hey Cherie, let me know if this is any better.
I'm not sure about that.
That's alright. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to be working with a few crystals to try and bring emotional support back to us, bring energy back to us, balance our energy. So hopefully this goes as planned. Hopefully it goes better. You heard that? You heard Suri. She scares me. I'm going back to the rose quartz. We're healing and unblocking the heart. And I'm sending you all love, sending you all healing energy. I'm back. Thank you all for rejoining. Better? Okay. Yeah, it's been raining as well, so that's been like knocking things all over the place and just the retrograde. That's all. That's all it is. Yes, 333. Oh no, I'll always try to come back. Obsidian for the empath, or black tourmaline. Those I find very grounding. Right now, Cherie Mystic had sent me a obsidian bracelet. I've been using that during a lot of my lives to help me stay grounded, because that's something I have where I absorb so much energy, but it's almost on a psychic level. So I start absorbing perception, I start absorbing emotions, realities. I get lost in other people without meaning to. And that's difficult to come back from. Selenite I would use for the home. Rose quartz as well. Yeah, I don't want to say I empathize with people, but when I connect with people, it just, you get lost. You feel what they feel, and it helps you navigate what they're going through and give them advice. But when they walk away and you're still kind of wrapped up in that energy, it's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult to kind of shake the energy. And so something that I learned, I think I saw Savannah earlier, there's a place that I go to for my own healing, called the Portal. And so that's where I go to, and that's where I practiced breath work. One of the instructors is Olivia, and she does an amazing job with breath work. And that's a good way to kind of reground back into the body, back into the spirit. And breath work is good for helping the body release any heavy, dense traumas, because trauma gets stored in the body, it gets stored in the mind, it rewires the brain. It's a lot of work rewiring all of that energy. I'm gonna do a bit of pulling, then we'll come back. But yeah, I see you, Anne. I'm sending you love, sending you light. 4 crystals. Follow Cherie Mystic on Tuesdays at 7:30. She does a crystal sale. That's where I get a lot of these crystals that I've been using tonight. I think almost all of them. Hey Adam, how's it going? I use it for protection, for grounding. Cherie Mystic. Yeah, she just commented. If you follow Cherie, she's the one that does the crystal lives, crystal sales. But yeah, let me know how are you all feeling. That's good. We're gonna shift the energy, because I know for me today and yesterday was just super heavy. I don't know why. Well, I know why. There were situations that created that energy, but it's a lot to navigate. It's a lot to figure out. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on emotional grounding. Yeah, today I was getting really irritated. But it's because I think someone earlier had spoken about boundaries not being listened to, other people enforcing their dreams and ideologies onto me. Without fully understanding what I've been building the last few months, so that's been tough. All right. I think that's what triggers me. Sometimes people are like, "What's this? What's going on?" And I'm like, "That's exactly what other people have asked me." That they don't mean it in a curious way. They mean it in a judgmental way. And so that's something that I have to work on. That's a trigger. That's where shadow work would come in. Kind of exploring where that started from, what's the origin, why do I feel that way, and how to heal past it. Yep. During the retrograde, I find that a lot more tests come up to see and show you how much have you grown. Are you going to make the same decisions again? Are you making different decisions? You're right. I have 1,000 friends here. You all need me, and I need all of you. We complete each other in different ways. Allow this to be a safe space for you. That painting I love. I don't drink, but that painting, absolutely fantastic. Let's work on refilling your energetic cup entirely. I'll be using a bit of Labradorite for that. It's really shiny. It's just finding the shine sometimes. There's these sparks in it hidden. It's a shy one. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, I love this one. It tells a story. It's like you go through the shadows, you go through the cracks and the breaks, but inside, that's where the light starts beaming out. It shines beautifully. But yeah, if you feel any tense energy, kind of take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Sorry. Yeah, I just blocked 5G. Yep, Labradorite. It's beautiful. Should I block? I don't know what's happening. Yes, if anyone's new, any questions, please check out the introduction video on my page, because past me does a better job of explaining all of this. That's so sweet. Thank you, Iris. Thank you for sharing your story. The kids know. It's the adults that struggle to tap back into the energy and to believe in magic again. That's a lot of Labradorite. I normally do two a week, Mondays and Fridays. For the someone said they had a breakup after 5 years. For me, I say like any crystal will help if you program it and set the intention that that's going to help you. But I want to say rose quartz, moonstone, those help a lot, because what's going to happen is you're going to, depending on how things ended, I feel like there's a grieving process where you're going to be grieving the person. You're going to be grieving the person that you could be with that person. So it's a loss of self, which is then going to lead to a rebuilding of who you are, who you want to be. But it takes that period of just breaking down, falling apart, allowing yourself to break apart if you can, and then putting yourself back together over and over until just one day you find yourself again. But there's no time limit on that journey. Five years is a long time. You could see it in different ways. You could feel it in different ways. But it is beginning a new chapter. But it just takes time to close the book first. Pizza sounds good. Yep, leaving the old things in the past, stepping into the new you. Hello, hello. I'm doing a bit of Reiki healing. If you're not quite sure what that is, check out the introduction video I have up. I have it pinned at the top. Hello, hello. I gotta thank Cherie for the crystals that I have. She's picked out the best ones for me. This one I did not make. This one I've listed in my link tree. Speaking of link tree, I have a few things coming up this week. I'll be doing a cord cutting. It might be the last group cord cutting I'll be doing, just because it is a heavier energy. But if anyone's kind of looking to let go of any past ties, any old connections on a spiritual, psychic level, that's what we'll be doing. And then on Thursday, I'll be doing an inner child healing in a group session. Also, one-on-ones are currently open. I think we just stepped into Gemini season, so anyone in my Patreon in my tier 2 or 3, I have an energy reading that's gone up. And then anyone in the support tier, I've posted some new shadow work prompts to work on, as well as the book list of things that I've read on my spiritual journey. I'm starting to post on my Patreon, so hopefully it'll be like a book club thing, something like that. Yes, Gemini season. Yep, check out my link tree for all of that information. I'm going to be doing a bit of pulling, and then I'll switch to another few crystals. If this live is more stable, I'll probably post this shorter version of the live up. I keep forgetting we're so close to June. Where has the last 6 months gone? And if anyone finds them, let me know where they've been hiding. Yeah, love that. It's in the ethers. Thank you, Adam. I'm like, where is it? What have I done? How has almost 6 months gone by? I am a Reiki master. I'm still figuring out the course. I need to reach out to a few people first. Thank you for pointing out the numbers. I'm like, 333 is trying to reach me. Spirit is always trying to tell me something. It's a valid question. Someone asked, what does astrology have to do with all of this? And I even saw a scientist say, like, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, like kind of ragging on Mercury in retrograde. Whereas science does similar stuff. They look for patterns, they look for things that connect. People are like, yeah, bad things happen during Mercury retrograde, but don't think bad things always happen. During this cycle of retrograde, I found that a lot more things have happened. Not that I'm looking for them, but I found a lot more things going sideways. And so the planets represent patterns. I'm not really great at astrology, but I look at others that study it and bring the information that I then use on the lives. We look for the patterns in our lives. And if the planets could somehow correlate with the patterns that come up, it kind of helps us. Thank you for checking out the pinned video. A lot of people just think I'm being mean, but it's a lot to explain. And then it's when I'm kind of connected to spirit, I'm not great at explaining a lot of things at that point. Not the more technical Reiki energies. And that's why I talk about the planets. And so for me, the energy reading I did for the Patreon, I use my oracle cards to read the energy, create shadow work prompts. In different seasons, different things come up. And so I like to see what's coming up, what we need to work on, how do we reflect, how do we heal, how do we move forward. All right, I'll do a bit more clearing with this. Yep, exactly that. There's a lot of planets out there that affect us in different ways. I like the classification, I like understanding, and is that not what science is, trying to understand things? Astrology is an old science. I'm using Amethyst. For what? I made a note to myself for spiritual focus, serenity, and overcoming sadness. Some of his stuff I like, but he reminds me of people from my past that would be like, nope, that's just, it's not a logical science. Tom, I just I just explained it. Yep, it's about being open to different perspectives. It's a valid question, but if I just explained it, this is what I'm trying to avoid, kind of going back through explaining the same things over and over again. I kind of like want to move forward to different things. Yes, Reiki. Well, Reiki doesn't work through the screen. I access the energy. I imagine it wrapping around the entire planet, kind of like an ocean of light. And I set the intention for anyone that needs healing to step into it, allowing them to heal, because it's not my energy. This is you healing yourself. Thank you, Cherie. Hello, hello. How are you feeling? This one is Amethyst. So yeah, if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, exhale as if you're breathing through a straw, or slowing your breath, or noticing as you exhale. Someone was asking me to change the music. I picked the music for a specific reason, and that's why I play it. It's whatever resonates with me. It's whatever I feel like will reach and affect the most amount of people. Hi, Michelle. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you love. Right. My rejection sensitive dysphoria is acting up. But we're gonna ignore it. Some people aren't awake. They can't see beyond their own perspective. And so that's why I try to see into their perspective. Some people weren't meant to wake up or experience life or appreciate different things in life and different ways of life. And that's something I need to remember. Thank you. So I guess that too, as we encounter trolls in our lives, they're just not open to seeing our perspective. Someone has invalidated their experience, and now they run around invalidating other people's experiences. They want power. And I think in a way, everyone seeks power in different ways. And that's kind of what led me down this path. I wanted power, but something different, something unique. And so I let go, and I let universe and source, or whatever you believe in, take me where I needed to go. But this doesn't have to be the end of it. Like, I've learned Reiki. It can go to other places. And if this inspires you to chase after Reiki, do it. Chase, learn, play with life. Don't let them bring you down. Don't let those that can't see the magic and the glitter in the universe take away your magic. I know it's hard. Sometimes we have no choice but to react. Someone will say something and we react. And sometimes we have to be angry and put people in their place. We're still human. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. The ego is part of us. The ego is real. The ego is designed. I was watching Soul Harmony earlier, and she was talking about ego. Ego is designed to protect us. It's just that if we don't honor the inner child, if we don't honor the inner light, the ego then lashes out at us. And the ego then has the voice of whoever our parents were, whatever caregivers we had, maybe even bullies as a child. And so it puts us down because it's afraid that we're kind of stepping into dangerous territory that we're not ready for. It makes us afraid to take that leap because it might just be an emotional thing happening, or like a leap on a mental, psychic level, but it's seeing as if you're kind of jumping into the void. So it tries to pull you back. Yep, I don't like getting mad because then I say things and then people get hurt, and then I'm the one sitting there with their regret and my regret, and then still having to apologize, and it's a whole basket of kittens. All the kittens. Very angry. I'm gonna do a bit of pulling. Lifting out of heavy energy. Bringing us back to emotional stability. Hello, hello. This is a wild song, and I love it. Give me a second. That is a good question. What song are you? Speak to Me. It's called Mad World. It is... What track is this? It's about... If you go to my link tree, 25 minutes into the playlist, you'll find Mad World, or it should be listed there. Should I play it again? Does everyone else enjoy that? It was kind of spicy. Play it again. That's all I need. I just need one. Let's restart you. It's got this weird, magical, funky kind of vibe to it. You were muted. I thought you might have heard it. I picked the music specifically for what I'm doing, for the energy clearing, and you started spamming the chat, telling me to change it. Yeah, I'm spicy. I'm in a mood. It's got that Brooklyn East Side jazz vibe to it. That's exactly what it is. I couldn't find words for it, but that's it. So Reiki, I'll explain it one time. Reiki is an energy healing technique. Reiki literally stands for universal life force, universal love, unconditional love. And so it's an energy that can be channeled. And so in a lot of Eastern cultures, it could be known as prana or chi or ki. It's used as a healing force. It could be used as a deflecting force. Within Tai Chi and Tai Chi Chuan, it's used as a meditation and a martial arts form. In Japan, Mikao Usui meditated and discovered the healing properties of Reiki. And so the energy that it taps into, it is similar to prayer. When you're praying, when you're wishing, when you're tapping into high level vibrations. And so what the Reiki technique does when you're attuned in level 1, 2, or mastery, it allows you to use it on other people, but only for higher good, for higher greatness. Everyone will feel this in different places. That's why I'm trying to set more intentions, but no matter what, the energy goes where it needs to heal. So I'm like, pulling is easier because in a way, you know what you're letting go of, you know what you need to let go of. But when I send energy to you, your subconscious taps into it and it begins healing you. So the energy you feel that I send out to you when I use the crystals or anything else, that's you tapping into the energy and you directing the energy wherever you need to. Yeah, on YouTube, I think the 4th list down says like songs I'm using in my live. And so I have this set there, but this is Avatar: The Last Airbender, 1 hour of lo-fi chill out music. I might. It's been a while. I've mostly been listening to like electronic stuff, electronic pop, and then like instrumental, but hip hop every now and again. It's fun. Time travel is weird because I send manifestation and unmanifestation through time. So it's a technique that I use for kind of healing the past. So when we do something like the inner child healing, depending what version of the inner child that comes up, we're sending Reiki energy to a past version of you. And so it could be affecting different timelines. It begins rewriting your history on a psychic level. Thank you, Jackie. Hello, welcome in. I did not hear Kendrick's new album. I didn't know he came out with a new album. Nope, I am from Brooklyn. Manifestation is tough. Let me switch up. I'm going to use a crystal. I'm going to use clear quartz. So this is for chakra alignment and clarity. Emotional clarity, mental clarity. I forgot the question. So something I did when I first started learning manifestation is sort of write down what you want. I would like to have, I want to have, I wish I had. And then what you need to do is also journal what are the things stopping you from having that? What are the roadblocks in your mind? If it's money, do you think you have to work extra hard to make more money? But like for me, I don't like saying I want to manifest more money. It would be like, I want to manifest more clients. I want to help more people. I want to be in a new environment. I want to be in a new home. Somewhere that feels safer, more calm. And looking at what I feel now and looking at what that should feel. And literally just journaling it out. Like, what does it feel like now? What should it feel like? That way when I'm manifesting, I then know specifically what emotions I need to tap into. But also looking at the narrative. Because if we have trauma, if we have old narratives, if we've never known what a happy relationship is, what a supportive relationship is, how can we manifest something like that? So you would look for something like that, for like love. What I would do is I would start looking at the friendships around me. Not to date them, but what are the aspects that you like in those people? What are the things that they do that make you feel seen, connected, supported? And then set the intention that whoever you do meet on a romantic level, you'd like for them to have that quality. If that makes sense. Because for me, if I've only ever known toxic relationships, I no longer want to date people because I only think that they're toxic relationships. So I have to redesign and redefine. So we have to create a new narrative. Someone asked me about shadow work. And that's kind of like the process I described with the manifestation as well. Let's say something triggers you. So I'm trying to think of an example. There's like 50 here. So like for me, people will jump into the live and say like, this doesn't real, that's just a rock in your hand, that doesn't work, that's BS. And that'll trigger me, because then that's invalidating my experience with it, my intention with it. It's them just saying that what I'm doing isn't real, isn't actually helping people, when I'm doing this for free. I'm doing it because I want to help people, because this is the platform that I feel most comfortable helping people on, even though it's like the Wild West. But so then to do the shadow work, I have to look and see, what is the emotion I'm feeling? I'm feeling shame. Where have I felt this shame before? Was it in school when someone said that I was wrong? Going up to math, going in a math class, if I'm doing the problem wrong on the board, everyone's kind of laughing at you, not really there with you. Going back to childhood, I have ADHD. I'm not good at memorizing things. I'm not good at remembering things. Phone numbers, addresses, and so I'd get scolded, I'd get yelled at, I would be shamed. That's what shadow work is. You're looking at a timeline and a narrative. What generated this energy? And how can I rewrite that narrative? How can I reverse the shame that I felt and strengthen my confidence, my attachment to it? How do I strengthen who I am? How do I stand in my own beliefs, if that makes sense? And so people are afraid when they hear shadow work, but you're just journaling, you're playing detective, you're looking into the past, you're understanding the larger narrative of you, the mosaic that makes you up. I see you. Kids are mean. They're imaginative, but they're mean. I'm sorry they did that to you. And because you discover the triggers doesn't mean that like you're fully healed from it, but you understand it now. So you might still get re-triggered. When you're able to bring yourself back to center, you can start going through this process again and being like, why did I feel this way? Because, okay, so for me, it was someone saying that this is stupid, this is wrong. In the real world, if this happens somewhere else, if another scenario comes up, someone else telling me I'm wrong, maybe I'm at a cashier and I give the wrong amount of change and they tell me I'm wrong, I feel shame again because I was wrong, and I don't like being wrong. I don't like being seen. I don't like being called out. So that's why the journaling helps. Oh, I see you, Katie. I'm sending you light. Someone said they are honest, and brutally honest is the word that then pops into my mind. But it feels mean. I've heard of dark matter. I don't really have a thought on it. See, that's the difference. If you're politely being honest and saying something, that's different. But if you're saying it in a certain tone, in a certain way, expecting a certain outcome, it's a gray area. I think aliens exist. I absolutely believe aliens exist. For me, I do believe in reincarnation, and I think we have different lives on this planet, on other planets, other worlds. Yeah, a lot of kids talk about things, seeing things. I think they're used to just being in that soul form still. Someone asked if I think the aliens live among us. I think we are the aliens. So yes, aliens are among us. We've just reincarnated as human, trying to help the world. In a past life, I could have been a chair. I probably was a potato. Or French fries after becoming a potato. Thank you. You could have been a cat. So they say, so I always forget, I always lose track of my thoughts. Believe what you want to believe. Take what works for you. Take whatever narrative works for you. I'm just going to be sending a bit of healing energy for the rest of the live. Soon I'll be signing out. But anything I say that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Trust your narrative. Trust your inner narrative. Trust your reality. And as I was saying that, leading up to, they say those of us that incarnate here, we incarnate with a group of spirit guides, and sometimes those guides come through as animals. They incarnate as cats and dogs and birds and different things to communicate with us, to comfort us, to bring us love through our toughest battles. Because you can't look into the eyes of like a cat or a dog or even birds and be like, there's not something there. There's so much kindness behind those eyes. Cats can be mischievous. It's a corgi. Yep. Because if we look at science, this is me twisting the words of science, we're all just energy, right? We're all just existing in this body for this point in time, but when we're no longer in this body, or this body could no longer hold us, we still stay in an energetic form. And so when we learn Reiki, we learn that the body is sort of like a radio, tapping into different frequencies. So for me to use Reiki, I have to tap into the frequency of light, of healing, of compassion. And I feel like in some way we do the same to tap into our own emotions, our consciousness. And that's why for me, trust your grieving process. Those of you that have lost somebody from physical to non-physical. But for me, like those that I've lost, I connect to because I imagine what it felt like to be with them. Imagine if they were here, I would do a meditation to speak with them and see what advice they would offer me. I know it's not the same, it is different, but you felt the frequency of who they were. And I feel like in some ways you could still tap into it to communicate with them. The more I know, the less I know. That's how I feel all the time. Nope, I am from Brooklyn. Let me send you guys a bit of healing energy. Tonight was a rough night. It was a bit of the Wild West. Thank you all for hanging out. This week I'll be doing 2 group sessions. Tuesday, I'll be doing cord cutting. It is a heavier session. It is removing heavy, dense energy, teaching you how to block out heavy, dense energy. Thursday, I'll be doing inner child healing. That one is a softer, gentler energy. Both of those are at 8 p.m. Eastern. But if you check out my bio, it should link you to it. I offer one-on-ones as well. So those are up there. I love that. Send you love for your dog. So I'm gonna ask a question. How to deal with fighting with your... I'm not great to ask. Someone asked how to deal with fighting with your sister. I want to be objective. I do want to be objective. Understand the situation. Understand how they hurt you. Are they willing to repair the relationship? Is this a pattern? Are they constantly doing this? Are they constantly crossing your boundaries? Genuinely talking to them. But for me, this is why it's tough for me, because I've seen family. I'm not close with family that much, just because they're so... They don't understand me, and they're always wanting to gossip. They definitely wouldn't understand this. Maybe 1 or 2 would, but the rest is always just toxic narcissism, and they're all older than me, so I'm like, they never showed up for me in my life. I have no responsibilities to it. We say family, but sometimes the friends I've had have been more family to me than family. So that I'm kind of biased, so I might not be the best when it comes to familial connections. I want to be objective, like I talk about and preach about, but I'm still bitter about certain things. In my reality, I haven't experienced positive family experience that was supportive, not judgmental. This is a kind of family. We are a kind of family. Us here, us hanging out. Sleep 100% affects healing. In our sleep, we restore ourselves. We might have weird dreams, but those dreams are trying to solve problems happening. Yep, sisters are tricky. This is selenite. Adam's right. Talk to them with love. Approach them with love. And if they can't approach you back with love, do what's best for your soul and your spirit. I might post this half of it on my YouTube. It's called YouTube. Yep, that's the word. Detach with love. Because that's what I try to do. soon I'm gonna sign out. I try to detach with love. I try to see things as they are. I try to see not their physical form, but their spirit, their soul. Their soul might be struggling with something. They just have to go through that journey to understand what they're going through. For beginners, I'm always obsidian for protection. Selenite, restore that light. It's good for manifestation as well. Do not put this in water. This will disintegrate. On YouTube, I use the same name, Alchemist Kennedy, but if you check out the links in my bio, it's the same name over and over again. But yeah, anything that doesn't resonate tonight, that's okay. I'm only speaking from my experience. And I think I want you all to kind of use that discernment. Take what resonates, question what doesn't, question what does resonate. And see how it helps you. See how it helps on your journey. I've been watching this drama on Hulu. What is it called? I forgot the name. Cheyenne was watching it with Teal Swan, who's a spiritual leader. But it's like you have to find that point between being a leader, but also just pointing people in the direction of the tools that they need. So for me, I just want you all to take the tools, the advice that resonates, but then continue living your life, living with discernment. Do what's right for you. Do what's right within your own narrative. Because who knows what I am. All right, everyone. I'm going to sign out. I love you all. We will all... Yeah, Yep, Jasmine, the cult one. Don't get me wrong. I do love the advice Teal Swan gives, for the most part, is amazing. But when you search and seek power too much, it can be tricky. All right, everyone. I'll talk more on it next time, possibly. I hope you all have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you all Monday, probably. Take care. Bye.